Thank you, welcome back to my channel. So let's learn together how you can create a basic skirt block. But today we are going to create a front part. So as usually, I'm going to my software. Let me start this by clicking start button, and search Valentina. So as you see here, I have it and I have it set up here as you see. So let me open my Valentina software. So before I create a Valentina, I have to link my measurement into software. So by clicking on measurement, open tab, select new to create measurement file. Select new, I click on new. So today I'm going to use inch, so I select a measurement unity, so I prefer to use inch for this time. So after that I click on OK. So as you see, I have a new tab. So for entering the measurement, we go to add custom, I click on it. So as you see here, I have a tab which shows measurement name, full names, calculated weight. So as you see here, I used inch as my unities. So I come here on that. So as you see here we leave that none. So here is our unity, and I come on the name. So let me use shorthand W. So on formula, let me use 28 inch, and full name, let me call it waist measurement. Measurement. So I click again on add custom as you see here. So name, so let me use a shorthand H. So for 36 inch, that's my measurement. Full name, so let me call it hips. So I add the custom again. Formula again, so 20 inch total length. So here let me use shorthand T.tl. So on full name, so let me call it total length. So there is one, so I don't going to enter many measurements. So on the hemline I go use the hip measurement. So you know that most of the time, so you can do a flare you need, so according to your preferred style of the basic skirt, but by this time I'm going to use the hip measurement as my flared length. So after that, so I save my measurement here as you see here. Let me save it. So let me choose where to save it. So let me save it on desktop. So and let me call it basic skirt measurement. So after that, so as you see here, that's the file format of Valentina. So you call it individual measurement. So after that, I click on save. So after saving my measurement, I close the tab of measurement. So I have done with measurement. As you see here, I have saved my measurement. So I click on close. I close this tab and I left with only that drawing measurement. So but before I start drawing, so I click on new because I'm going to create a new pattern. So on pattern piece names, let me call it basic skirt. So on unity, so you know we have used inch, but here we have centimeter. So let me change centimeter to inch. After that I click on OK. So now I'm allowed to start my pattern drafting. So let me close that tabs here and that one, so to have a big space of drawing. So from here I'm going to ring in the measurement I have saved. So I go to measurement, so I go to load individual. So let me go where I saved my measurement. So here, so that's basic skirt measurement. Click on it, then click on open. So I have linked in my measurements, so now I can start drawing my basic skirt. So for drawing, most of the time we use point, so for tracing the basic points. So after using the point, so for drawing the important point, so we use line for connecting that point, and we use curves. So you see here we have one line, so that's one. We use that line between points, so and we use curves here, simple curves. So let me use point. I click on point, so I choose that one. We call it a point at distance and the angles. I click on that point, that nodes, we call it nodes, node number A. So after clicking on node A, so I click anywhere by just tapping on it. So as you see, I have that one is for length and that one is for angles. So on the length, I click on that f of x. So after clicking on f of x, so I go automatically to the measurement I have linked in. So and I'm going to use a waist measurement. So you double click on your measurement, so and you know that, so we divide waist by 4. I divide it by 4. So I'm not going to add the seam allowance because I go add seam allowance after drafting pattern, after taking my pattern from drawing into details mode. So after that I click on OK. So after clicking on OK, as it come on my angles, so the horizontal angle we use 0 when we are moving to the left side. We use 0 on horizontal when we are moving left. So after that, so point label or nodes, it's gonna called A1. So after that, so type of line is that one, thin line, so color is a black. So after that I click on OK. As you see here, so my line is very long, so and I want to minimize that, so I come on zoom fit based, so I click on it, so and I click on zoom out just to have my point as you see here. So now I'm looking well, so I have all nodes in my screen here. It's not still big. So from that, so I go on point again, so I click on that label ace or node ace, so I click anywhere because when I put angles it automatically becomes straight vertically. So on the length, I come on FFX again, so total length, double clicks. So we don't divide total length, as in the pattern drafting we use total length as it is. So and I'm going to add him allowance in details mode, that's why I'm not going to add anything on that time. So I click on OK after that. So the angle we use on down line, so but on vertically, so it's all about I'm using the Cartesian plan, so y-axis and x-axis. So on when we are going to trace a line on down from that label A's, we use 217 degree of angles. After that I click on OK. So as you see here, I have my label, my point A2, so it comes labeled A2, so that one is A1. So let me zoom out. So from that, so point, so waist measurement, so let me use the measurement. So I'm going to square down the measurement I have squared across on that point A1. so which means I'm going to square down from here A. So I'm click here, so I'm going to square down the measurement I've squared across on waist measurement. So I click double on waist measurement, so then I divide 4, so it's equal to 7 inch. Then I click on OK, so and I use 270 degrees of angle. Then I click on OK as usually. So you have, so that's my hip point. So I'm going to square across from that point. So I'm going to square across and join my A1 and the point I'm gonna have after square acrossing. So I come again on point, so I click on A3, so I square across and click anywhere I want. So just I come here on hips, double click, divided by 4. So divided by 4, so then click on OK. So click on OK. So I'm going to use angle 0 degrees. So then I click OK. So as you see here, I have the point which is labeled A4. So then let me use curves just for shaping the hips. So as you see here, so let me shape it very well. So we use that nodes, you see that point, that head which is located at the end of curves line. So so let me curve it very well. So, let me curve it like that one. So you see that one is good. So as I have said before, so I'm going to use the hip measurement on my hemline just to equalize the hip and the hemline measurement. So I use the point tools, then I click on A2. So F1 hips measurement, double click over 4, then click on OK. So then the angle is 0 because it's a horizontally left side. So then click on OK. So and I'm going to connect this point A4 and A5 by using line. So as I've told you, we use that first one which is called line between points. So I pick that one, so I click on A4 and A5. So you see it comes automatically. So I'm going to add the dots on my basic skirt, but so that's the front one and it's for the beginners, so you can do that. So let me use this one point, let me use that one, midpoint between 2 points, because we have A and the A1. So I click on A and A1, so it automatically divide my point to give me the midpoint of that. So after that I click on OK. As you see, I have my A6. So we didn't enter the measurement of that, so we are going to imagine the measurement we can use. So I'm going to use 3 inch. So I don't know if you can prefer to use the same as what I have used. So and I'm not going to go on f of x because I'm going to write it in the table. So let me use that one. So let me come down like that, square down. So here I'm going to write 3 inches on 270 angles, 270 degrees. Then click on OK. So I'm going to move from that aside on both sides, right and the left, 0.5. So from here up to here, so 0.5 on 0 degree. So then click on OK. So and I'm going to move from here up to here, so by using 0.5. So because I have said I'm going to use 0.5 on both sides, right and left, 0.5. So other things to note on moving light, so we use 118 degrees. It's not the same as moving horizontally but on the left, so we use 0 degrees. So after that I click on OK. So point number 9, and I'm going to connect A9 to A7 and A8 to A7. So, and I'm going to use line, that's one line between points. So I have picked it, so I click here and here, so here and here. So that is the last one. Just if you can do that, it's a good. Yesterday I've told you, so the tips you can follow, the basic mathematicals, and tomorrow we are going to modify that. So we are going to pick that basic one from drawing up to detail. So don't go anywhere else. Let us keep in touch for tomorrow. So we're gonna learn other things. Great, keep in touch, subscribe, share, comment for more improvement. So thank you all of you. So thank you for following. So thank you.